CPU unboxing. So this is an AMD 7600, not the 7600 XT, but the slower one. Now where the XT version is probably similar to an i5 13600 KF, this is a bit more similar to the i5 13400F, I'd say. So we'll just take a look at the box real quick before we open it up. And so this is a Ryzen 5 CPU, as you can see on the outside. AM5. CPU cores is 6, 12 threads. Max boost clock on this is 5.1. Base clock speed is going to be 3.8. L3 cache 32 megs. Default TDP 65 watts. So this will not have integrated graphics, which makes something like the i5 13400 a better CPU, in my opinion. This will support PCIe 5.0, which is good. DDR5. So somewhere in here we have a cheap A620 motherboard. That'll be my first installation I've done with these. And oh yeah, for those that care, looks like I've decided to actually buy another AMD CPU after taking a little bit of time off from buying their stuff and just buying 13th gen Intels. So, alright, I think we can get this open now, folks. There is that information that we just discussed. See what's on the back. Zen 4 architecture, AMD socket, AM5. This will be my first time installing one of these CPUs. You know, one other thing to note, folks, you get the new Star Wars video game with this, and I should have looked that up. I've forgotten already what it's called, actually. So, you know, I think that's probably a $60 value. This cost me, the CPU cost me $219. You know, whether it'll be worth it's another story. Yeah, Jedi Survivor, you can get that with all of the AMD 7000 series. So, I honestly thought about Ryzen 9. I thought about a bunch of other different CPUs. And then we just decided, hey, let's go ahead and get this one. Let's start at the bottom of the 7000 series. From what I saw, the 7700, except for multi-core performance, is probably not as good as the 7600X. This is probably $30 cheaper than the XT version. So, instructions on how to install this, and like I said, this is the first time I've done this one, so we will hopefully do a good job of actually paying attention to the directions. And after a while, you do a certain type of CPU long enough, you're just gonna go with what you know. You don't have to look at the instructions, right? Alright, so I'm going to take this out. I don't suggest you guys handle this until you're ready. And if it's wintertime wherever you are, you're going to be extra careful of static electricity. So that is what this guy looks like on the bottom. Maybe a little more Intel-like than in previous years. It appears due to the cutouts there, this will only fit into the socket one way, right? And there's what that guy looks like. Pretty, actually looks like a good CPU. First, they give you a sticker. So there's the CPU, folks. Now let's, question is, how do you put this back in here without destroying it, right? So it goes that way. Now the old AMD CPUs really had to be careful I don't know if he's still on this channel, but ended up trying to sell a CPU to somebody and didn't realize I crushed the pins in the plastic container. This is many years ago, but regardless, still have to be careful. Okay, so very similar to the old one. This might, I don't know how compatible these are, AM4, AM5. I'll find out. It's already got some thermal paste on it. Decent sized. And yeah, so we will, of course, when we get around to it, do installations. I think the motherboard I have has the ability to do some pretty good BIOS updates and stuff. And we'll do all that fun stuff for you guys on this channel. And then from there, we'll do a bunch of gaming videos. So make sure you subscribe to my other channels, even though at least one of those might be a little painful for you. But there is a gaming channel. Look at that, folks. How do you get that back in there without destroying it? Easily throw that out. Okay. So got a gaming channel. We've got bought a gardening channel. Got a bunch of other channels. Check those out if you get a chance. That's going to do it for this unboxing, folks. Thanks for checking it out. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.